Hey, what's going on, Banger TV? It's Connor. That's me. I am back for another Overkill review, Banger's Weekly Metal Review. This week, I am reviewing a very highly anticipated record from this band that's far away across the pond, these heavy hard rockers, and their latest record, V or 5. The song you just heard was A Coffin Has No Silver Lining, and that is on the brand new Lucifer record. It is the 5th studio album by these hard rockers, and it is out now, today, on Nuclear Blast Records. Forming in 2014, Lucifer are a multi-international heavy rock band hailing from a faraway land, starting off in Germany and now Sweden. They've released their debut record, Lucifer, self-titled, with Gary Jennings of Cathedral, who has the credit for actually writing all the songs on that record, on my favorite UK label, which is Rise Above Records. Soon after that release, Swedish legend Nikki Anderson joined the band, and the rest of the band's legacy is history, releasing 4 total albums, 3 of those on Century Media, many 7-inches on their brand new record label called Riding Reaper Records, and now their 5th one on Nuclear Blast. Will this record take it back to the roots of the heavy doom that we all know, or will it stay in this graveyard rock and roll? Let's get lowered into this grave and dissect this record. All right, we all know that Lucifer are sort of the riff masters here. They're really doing a lot of crazy stuff. And on this record, they are really bringing the Sabbath worship into play. Like, take a listen to this tune here. This is At the Mortuary. This is the first, 30 seconds of it. Check this out. See what I mean? This is taken from a deep cut of Volume 4. They're really bringing the Iommi presence on this record, and especially a lot of these riffs throughout the record. And you know what? Here's another song that is totally wild. This is called Riding Reaper. Everything about this record is just really bringing the influence of Black Sabbath. You got Black Sabbath Pentagram, a little bit of Cathedral in there. These guys are really bringing it this time. And I do find that the riffs on this are way catchier than some of the other stuff, but we will get to that later. I don't really know what's up with Canadians loving the Helicopters and Nikki Anderson, but there is this total Nikki Anderson worship going on everywhere. And I think this Lucifer record, and actually the past 4 Lucifer records, are just a pure Nikki takeover. And this record is really bringing that into effect here. Take a listen to this tune, Fallen Angel. Nikki is the leader of this band, I find. He really puts a lot of his influence into this. And let's compare the two, actually. So check out this song from the first record. very different. I think if Nikki was in the band to begin with, they definitely wouldn't have done this Doom thing, which I love, which we'll talk about later. It's just something that I think he really put his feel into this, and I think it's great. I love Doom, I love Nikki Anderson, I love the Helicopters, and I think he's a great addition to the band and a great addition to the songwriting of this record. You know, you're probably thinking, Connor, what's with all the flip-flop in here? You know, you say you love Nikki Anderson and you like the hard rock and roll, high octane. I do love it, but I just wish we had more of the early Lucifer stuff. Like that first record, it wasn't done yet. We were still waiting for 3 or 4 more of those records, right? Like Gary Jennings was a massive influence on the first record. And then once he left, we got Nikki Anderson. And then now he's bringing this whole high octane rock and roll. I love it. I love both sides of Lucifer, but I just wish we had more of the slow stuff. We really weren't done yet. And that's what sort of bums me out. I get that it was 9 years ago that first record came out, but bring it back. Give me like a throwback, man. Do a 7-inch of that hard, slow Doom. I wonder if Nikki can go that slow. Can he? So I think by now in their 9-year career, we totally understand that Lucifer are amazing, amazing, amazing songwriters. Like, check out The Dead Don't Speak.
Time waits for no one. You're here when you're gone. And I'm sad to say there's no tomorrow. But hey, we've got today. The dead, they don't speak. They give you no answer. Where will we be tomorrow?
You know, the first time I heard this song, I was already singing along to the lyrics, and I find these guys are just so amazing with their really catchy hooks, and they're great songs, right? And their lyrics are so powerful. You know, there is definitely one song that didn't really do it for me as much as the others, but all of the lyrics on this album, I'm singing it the next time I listen to it, and it just really gets ingrained in me, and the riffs get really ingrained in me. Just the songwriting in general is pristine. It's perfect. And I think this might be the best songwriting that they've done since my favorite Lucifer record, which is Lucifer 2. Do I sound like a parrot? A little bit, because it seems like I've heard this record before. You know, like the first record, like I said, is Doom. The second record is that high octane rock and roll. The third record sounds like the second record. The fourth record sounds like the third record. And now this one really sounds like the rest. And I wish that we had a little bit of something different, slightly different. And it's great. You know, they're great songwriters, they're great performers, and that's why I love Lucifer. Every single time they come to town, I will see them. Like, look at this. CFO of Fuzzed and Buzzed, Regicide. We have his cat, Lyle, meeting Nikki Anderson and the whole band. Like, look at this picture. And then look at me holding my signed records, Lucifer 2 and a Helicopter record. Look at this long hair. Is this like a hair commercial or am I in the band? Like, hey guys, if you're looking for a handsome gentleman, you know where to find me, all right? But you know, I have heard this before. You know, I've heard a lot of this whole style of rock and roll. It's great, but I just wanted a little flavor of something else. Maybe a bit slower, you know, slower songs. Like, check out Strange Sister.
You need your satisfaction. It doesn't matter to me. By this time it's me. I got right under your wheel. You know it doesn't faze me. It doesn't hurt it. It doesn't faze me. Say sister.
It's great, you know, but I've heard it 4 albums ago. You know, I think this record is truly great. You know, I really enjoyed listening to it. I listened to it extensively every single night, and I was glued to these lyrics. I'm such a lyric guy, but I do love instrumental, but when I get a lyric stuck in my head, it's stuck in me forever. And this album has been really stuck in my head since I've listened to it. So I'd give this like 4.1 Connor driving a hearse out of 5. Sorry, dude editing this, but if you can get me driving a hearse, like 4.1 hearses out of 5. And that's what I think this is. I think it'll be on a lot of people's end of year list. It's great, hard driving rock and roll. It's fun. It's coffin rock, it's graveyard rock. I think these guys created a whole genre of people hanging out in cemeteries listening to this band. And I highly suggest everyone listening to it. Like, let me know in the comments below what you thought of this Lucifer record. The shoutouts, which is my favorite time. I'm doing 4 today. Hazehoud and their new record, Macrodose, on From the Urn. These guys are from Montreal. This is just straight up sleazy biker rock and roll 3-piece. This whole record was written from them on mushrooms. They just played in Toronto and it was the biggest mushroom party since 2018. It was wild. I think you guys need to set this up. Check this out, not set this up. Are we all on mushrooms here? I don't know.
What was the great mushroom party of 2018?
We were there, Reg. It's great. This record's selling fantastic and almost sold out. Get it right now. Up next, we got these Calgarian hard rockers, HEXEREI, and their album, all right, get with me here, Nikhil E. Kalandum. All right, I might have butchered it. Let me know in the comments below if I need to work on my Latin, which I do. This is out now, and it's just straight up Calgary rock and roll from the heart. These guys are also in another band called Flashback, and this is their more like hard rock style band, and it's really amazing. I've listened to this ever since it came out on January 1st, which was the best New Year's present. Up next, we have AAWKS and their EP Luna, which is out now on Black Throne Production. This is a really cool EP, and it's really good anticipation for the new record that hopefully is coming out later this year. I don't know. Black Throne, is it coming out this year? I don't know. But there's cool covers on here. There's that song, And I run so far away. They cover that, right? A Doom cover of that. Like, that's pretty wild. And they do a Pink Floyd cover that's really great. But you should check out this cover. Like, the AAWKS EP is really amazing. And then up next, we have a band called The Slow and Easy. And that came out now. It's out right now, and the EP title is called Hand Me Down. And that is a self-release with also Fuzz and Buzz in association. This is just a EP, no vinyl for this, and it is just really great blues rock from Toronto, man. We don't have a lot of really great blues rockers, and it's basically half of Tumble. I mentioned Tumble on a past review, and you know, Liam, the guitarist of Tumble, he is pretty wild. You know, he's a wild guitarist, and bringing his wild feel to Slow and Easy has made this band so amazing. And I highly suggest checking that out. And that wraps up this banger review in this beautiful kitchen. You thought I was gonna show you how to make pancakes, but we're not doing that. And I thank you guys for tuning in. This has been an absolutely fantastic review. This marble table is amazing. And hopefully you see me back in this exact spot soon. Let me know in the comments below how you feel. And hey, don't forget to check out that Patreon, all right?